inside the house, and I'm not coming out till I've written my best shit. Even then I won't exit.
Me and slumber are reluctant bedfellows. The lack of light intensifies any sense of existential crisis as thoughts inside my cerebellum echo. And next to the deathly silence there is deafening as death metal. Once I'm alert it's difficult to get settled. My brain does karate as I grapple with my own end of level boss. I should figure how to render my mental an empty vessel and slow the tempo from allegro to lento. Instead I fetch a pencil, apt as the autumn days are drawing in. My vague time faded to shades of porcelain. I dive head first into the page like I'm snorkeling, or better yet developed a set of gills and a dorsal fin. I'm not going in, I'm hibernating, I'm staying in, cause there's nothing out there but virus strains, rain and wind. I succumb to Mother Nature's whims and survey the leaves change to tin against the sky's greyish tinge.
And I'm not coming out till I've written my best shit. Till I've written my best shit. Staying inside the house, and I'm not coming out till I've written my best shit. Even then I won't exit.
Have you ever said a word until it's meaningless, or watched the once familiar change its suit to something secretive? Yeah, well that's kind of how this evening is. Reality cackles and shakes the shackles of my feeble grip, climbing the friggin' ceilings to find me a bigger reason. Sat in silence but there's a siren within me screaming, and if seeing is believing I'll bow to my new lord, a God-fearing subject indebted to these walls that surround me, envelop and enshroud me. Seconds and hours seem identical now as I stoutly approach the coastline. A known life, a nosedive to the murkier depths of a closed mind. Cocooned in my closed eyes, I'm moving remote time, ring its usual flow tight till it's looped in a bow tie. The days are shapeless in this infinite mimicry, but when I pen a page I separate the mirror imagery.
And I'm not coming out till I've written my best shit. Till I've written my best shit. Staying inside the house, and I'm not coming out till I've written my best shit. Even then I won't exit.
Trying to be as prolific as Amos, but no amount of writtens will acquit me to be quitting my day job, though the process itself is the payoff. I treat the hemoglobin in these boulders like I'm ringing a J clock.
Yeah, and we shown that we can kill it since day one. Who we got to grift to get a platinum plaque with our names on. I plan to pummel my opposer to submission, but it's me against myself, and yo, this cunt is slow to give in.
Summer seems so distant, but sure as the globe keeps spinning and everything goes back to the beginning, I'll reposition stealthily hidden till I emerge gripping some writtens that'll leave you shivering and frostbitten.
And as long as the clock's ticking and I'm not rotting in a coffin, I'll be jotting my whims to hip-hop rhythms. Time has always been the murdering type. In exchange for permanent life, I'm determined to write.
Cursed with this plight, I'll hermitize, immersed in these verses till they disturb me at night, fanning the flames burning inside.
Low like I never heard of a high. From life abound to tightly wound, blinds turned down just to keep the brightness out.
My inner dialogue showing no signs of piping down.
Trying to decipher these sounds and let my hands write it out. My inner dialogue showing no signs of piping down. Trying to decipher these sounds and let my hands write it out.
I'm so focused it hurts, literally squinting in the mirror at the number plate behind me as I drive slow in the murk. No word of a lie, certified odious twerp. My phone might be oversized, at least I know that it works. A loud conversation got my neighbours going berserk, but I'm surprised that they can even hear me over my shirt. I'm not overly flamboyant, I'm just showing my work, but I'm real. Prefer a cheese board over dessert, flashy. They think that I'm that type of guy still. When I'm done dining I'm asking for an itemised bill. I don't only pay the service charge to hoop jumpers for all the winter spent at home rocking 2 jumpers. See, I'm a grafter, not one to snooze or slumber, sporting glasses like Frank Murphy in Blue Thunder. Now life's one huge summer, cause I've accrued numbers. If there's karaoke on the cruise I might just croon a number, cause where the pipes are fight you can't touch my drunken style. My hands were made to rate money piles. I prize for biggest cunt, I win it by a country mile. My towel draped over the lounger before my toes touch a tile. mine. Used to be young and wild, now I'm midlife. Still paying alimony to my fifth wife. And my bit on the side's working hard for that visa, so I get a pint and treat her to a margarita.
The city never sleeps, and neither do I. Got my grubby digits in a few reliable pies. Bit of this, bit of that, I'm the guy that supplies. Staring greatness in the face as I tighten my tie. The city never sleeps, and neither do I. Got my grubby digits in a few reliable pies. Bit of this, bit of that, I'm the guy that supplies. Staring the greatness as I tighten my tie.
Yo, it's the motherfucking Tash Sporter, here to date your dad's daughter. Mad how a dash of man fauna can transform ya. Flashback to the camcorder era. Woke to tequila sunrise, not the morning drawing nearer. Richard geared up, acting like my name's Dick, and my Casio watch cost a lot more than it did. I'm Yorkshire's Chip Butty, that's not more than a quid. Still the shore I see before me ain't a tour of the bits. Never find a nice chilly here in Vice City, where the mottos drive slowly, fast and die quickly. So ride with me as I'm speedboating in a baby blue Squallow, courtesy of Jim Bowen. Savings going out of the black and into the red. Chin chinning as I'm drinking to death. All you Tarquins can pay my middle finger respect. The deep currency diver primed to sink to the depths. Yeah, I'm fucking baking in my budgie smugglers. Sunbathing Ray Winston nuts are barely covered up. The only thing separating pure sin and a bit of fun is if it's done under the raw magnificence of the sun. And I know I don't belong, but I'm here. And you can't tell me nothing wrong, but I'm here. Look at the sunshine waiting down the harbour of meters. An order 0.6 a lager and liters.
The city never sleeps, and neither do I. I lie with one eye open, cause slumber is death's buzzing. Bob's your uncle and Fanny's your aunt, but you're doing sweet Fanny Adams side your ass. I'm al fresco, surrounded by palms and geckos. Always one step ahead, but the gams are retro. Pinot, Parmigiano, and pesto, with total eclipse of the heart in the headphones.
I recognize the Lord within me. Yo. Check. DoberDiction. Yo.
Grids an upturn for their face, how they waffle on, repeating pirate fashion. I can't wait to see Polygon. So two-dimensional, predictable, symmetrical, flat and lacking, not trying to be well-rounded and spherical. They're not terrible, but they're clinical and clerical, forgetting that the options are unlimited, immeasurable. At the risk of sounding bitter and resentful, I'm perplexed at some of the stuff that's sitting on a pedestal.
When a lone tree topples in the forest and crashes down, it doesn't need the input of an audience to craft its sound. Such a cliched complaint from rappers now that nothing's real, cause the established bow to clapping crowds. There's no arbiters to artistry or bars that keep the bars you speak part and parcel to please the farms of bar and sheep. Still there's the internal wrestler, the writer. Better to expand the craft or focus on refinement.
I can see a lot of cash cows filling this field.
Maybe that's why they're so scared of spilling the milk.
The mind state is kill or be killed to be king of the hill.
But is it one you wanna stay on once you've written your will? And I can see a lot of cash cows filling this field.
Maybe that's why they're so scared of spilling the milk.
The mind state is kill or be killed to be king of the hill. But is it one you wanna stay on once you've written your will?
It's that long-standing tussle of yore, that old tug of war, trying something new but sticking to what you've done before. Don't have to close one to open up another door. With every release I'm trying to give something more. Uncharted territory or familiar ground, it's a difficult balance, I'm still trying to figure it out. Develop a winning formula, a signature sound to keep your listeners guessing with everything you put out.
God forbid a rapper be their own person. When I view shares and downloads serve to birth them. Dusty heads want that well-known version. I prefer it from the bottom of the soul sermon to a safe and so certain. Cash in on coercion, made the one way that it works for them. You say you like it cause the spitting is real, but I fear you're just a fiend for a familiar feel. I can see a lot of cash cows filling this field.
Maybe that's why they're so scared of spilling the milk.
The mind state is kill or be killed to be king of the hill.
But is it one you wanna stay on once you've written your will?
Last time I checked, hip-hop is not a tick box.
But it'll come in one is something they're running the risk
It's
of.
that age-old conundrum, form versus function. But why not try and bring a little extra something?
Yeah, we give you
is? No? Okay, I'll tell you.
It's Ollie and Benny with that DoberDiction. Zatoichi's ears are on the mixer with that golden vision. We're getting busy like we're Christians and Jehovah's risen. So sleeping on us is a silly, not a bold decision. It's Ollie and Benny with that DoberDiction. Zatoichi's ears are on the mixer with that golden vision. We're getting busy like we're Christians and Jehovah's risen. So sleeping on us is a silly, not a bold decision.
My specialty's puns and pedantry. Besides the thoughts that run through my mind, I'm quite sedentary. But let's skip the pleasantries and jog our memories, and that'll be our day's exercise. No lycra leggings, just Olympian level mic wrecking. The second the Dober and I are beckoned inside the session. While my rhymes provide a pension, that's besides the question. It's quite evident that I treat it like it's my profession.
I like a slice of lemon ribbon circling my tumbler. Not one for finery, but one for splurging when the sun is up. But mostly skies are overcast. That's the coldest facts. I best be drinking something else to bite into my overdraft. Don't mean a bag or two when I say boshing some lines. Provides an avenue for my wandering mind, but not plodding alongside, bro. I'm here to be the pace setter. Palooka rappers get defensive like Mayweather.
It's Ollie and Benny with that DoberDiction. Zatoichi's ears are on the mixer with that golden vision. We're getting busy like we're Christians and Jehovah's risen. So sleeping on us is a silly, not a bold decision. It's Ollie and Benny with that DoberDiction. Zatoichi's ears are on the mixer with that golden vision. We're getting busy like we're Christians and Jehovah's risen. So sleeping on us is a silly, not a bold decision.
Yo, it's perfection how we mold a moment's depiction. The la-di-da-di artist marking brush strokes on the picture, planting seeds in the cut. So if nobody listens, the fully formed oak trees will overgrow your indifference.
Rappers act like they're the center of the solar system, but they don't know jack until the cola's fizzing. I wrote the rhythm in pole position, and now I'm cold chilling like a Bond villain as a stroke a kitten. Only glazed root veggies with the roasted pigeon. That's a token fool lyric, so you know who's spitting. But you know my bro's the sickest with the flow precision. So pick up a pill and fill 'em, kill 'em with your vocalism.
We're never the tourists, but ever the purists. Nevertheless, we endeavour to better the levels and step with the rawness. My advice to you, lightly lads, is if you can't perform it, don't bother to write it and record it. It's awkward, sure, we might not do service with a smile, but we set the bar for entry with the way we're turning styles. From jazzy to gritty, boom bappy or skippy, happy to snap on any track that you give me.
It's Ollie and Benny with that DoberDiction. Zatoichi's ears are on the mixer with that golden vision. We're getting busy like we're Christians and Jehovah's risen. So sleeping on us is a silly, not a bold decision. It's Ollie and Benny with that DoberDiction. Zatoichi's ears are on the mixer with that golden vision. We're getting busy like we're Christians and Jehovah's risen. So sleeping on us is a silly, not a bold decision.
Benny D, let him know. 1 point. He is the Doberman pincher. I wanna say let's get busy. Let's get busy. Let's get busy. Busy. I wanna say I wanna say
DoberDiction. Check, one time,
I told you once and I told you twice, but you never listen. Too busy with your eyes glued to that device and your television. I told you once and I told you twice, but you never listen. Always happy dishing out your own advice, but to others you're not cognizant.
yo, lot of rappers sound like total shite when they're on the open mic.
They never listen,
And the local nights believe that Dober tries coaching guys to get their vocals right.
cause they never listen.
Screaming bars till you're red in the face, don't need the crowd to comprehend what you say.
They never listen.
And any gift with the pen gets left on the page, cause without clarity projections are waste.
They never listen. And when an MC or singer's mid-set, I'm suggesting that you zip it,
Cause you never listen.
and if you stood at the bar getting the drinks in, you better be whispering,
Cause you never listen.
I stress the finals limited edition, so better get them while they're sizzling.
You never listen.
So this time round, cop 2 copies and you'll be vexed you didn't.
You better listen. I told you once and I told you twice, but you never listen. Too busy with your eyes glued to that device and your television. I I told you once and I told you twice, but you never listen. Always happy dishing out your own advice, but to others you're not cognizant.
Should have invested in cryptocurrency, but you see,
You never listen,
cause right now you could have been under a money tree thinking to yourself,
but you never listen.
I'm not saying you're a horrible friend, and honestly I don't want to offend.
You never listen.
Nothing ever gets lodged in your head. This in one ear and out the opposite end.
You never listen.
Message the Uber Eats guy with directions to my flat.
But you see they never listen.
Like yeah, safe man, it don't say it on Google Maps, but entrance is round the back.
They never listen.
Yeah, so now I'm bored stiff, waiting for my dinner, twiddling my friggin' fingers.
Still they never listen.
I check my phone and the cunt's only gonna mark the order as delivered.
Cause they never listen.
I told you once and I told you twice, but you never listen. Too busy with your eyes glued to that device and your television. I told you once and I told you twice, but you never listen. Always happy dishing out your own advice, but to others you're not cognizant.
Yo, check.
I used to wanna answer life's big questions, but right now it's something that I've little interest in. Had a lot of knockbacks, I felt tested. Browsed all the titles in the self-help section. If you can find more potent than medicine than Doberman and Benny venting through invention, just let us know because we're open to suggestion. I said we're open to suggestion.
Lot of us are stuck rinsing and repeating, working through the waking hours, then drinking in the evenings. The simple things are simple, so we slip up for convenience. And the closer we approach the weekend, we will our grip to weaken till we're in the deep end. Vices are beckoning, our wants in life left on a knife edge trembling. I guess, yes, I'm in a tribe called questioning what we strive for and why should I force effort in. Not looking to reach the sky, just wanna be decent like commodities from when I was a teen. Today aren't cheap to buy, everything creeps in price till only greed can thrive and increase the lining of the pockets of egregious types. But I'm not the one to put society to rights or say our best that we divide each piece of pie. I'm just sick of being a tenant with a lease on life, cause I want nothing more than the freedom so I can keep it mine.
I used to wanna answer life's big questions, but right now it's something that I've little interest in. Had a lot of knockbacks, I felt tested. Browsed all the titles in the self-help section. If you can find more potent than medicine than Doberman and Benny venting through invention, just let us know because we're open to suggestion. I said we're open to suggestion.
It's a fine wines, as easy as alphabets, as simple as lines by dry. 1 minute you're living the high life, next instance figuring why try. Motivated by my grin and infants twinkling bright eyes. Love I gave you's infinite as the stars in the glistening night sky. Couldn't keep living like a feline with diminishing 9 lives, cause in the blink of an eyelid might have to just kiss it all bye-bye. Not given that isn't a Weinstein, even blessed with the gift of hindsight. The style just rose tinted lenses keep on tricking my mind's eye. Dismissing the dips and many revisiting highlights is unrealistic, cause the flip side of clinging to misery, that's a slippery lifeline. Sure it loves that company, but don't let it get too comfy, cause every cup of your sip will be bitter as white wine vinegar. With rigor I write rhymes, you figure that I should be switching the scheme, when really reality's more predictable than you'd ever believe. Everything's cyclical, and it follows a similar theme, like rinse and repeat, but what does it all mean?
I used to wanna answer life's big questions, but right now it's something that I've little interest in. Had a lot of knockbacks, I felt tested. Browsed all the titles in the self-help section. If you can find more potent than medicine than Doberman and Benny venting through invention, just let us know because we're open to suggestion. I said we're open to suggestion.
Castle building with the sands of time. acting like I own the moon, because of course I can distract the tide. Make a body sat for giggle at my cloudy karma as I shoot arrows and paint bullseyes round them after. Infinity moves incredibly quickly. The heavens beckon, but I'd rather tend to my victory. Cheeky god strike using flat and skittle hacks, whilst our genetics treat us like sacrificial lambs. I tried to cram meaning even into what's superfluous, dealing with painful nostalgia in the face of impermanence. Spin the same soul, trying to figure a perspective out, and that's from my first memory to now. I love that I remember running into Grandad Philip's arms. I was 2 when he died. Is it weird I miss his laugh? Existence is absurd but profoundly gorgeous. I'm just happy that my inner holler found its orca.
I used to wanna answer life's big questions, but right now it's something that I've little interest in. Had a lot of knockbacks, I felt tested. Browsed all the titles in the self-help section. If you can find more potent than medicine than Doberman and Benny vented through invention, just let us know, because we're open to suggestion. I said we're open to suggestion.